There's way more than two sides of it.
Just so you all are aware, I do have to be here and be present for the entire thing, but I'll just be sitting over here keeping to myself.
That makes sense. This
Thank
is
you, Brooks.
A dangerous area. And we gotta be quick, because lunch rush could come any minute now.
Well, let's try not to worry about that. Let's
She's gonna
focus on
write
the
directly
situation
into a
at
report.
hand.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again for requesting me to come here. Alright, let's begin. I want to hear from each of you, one by one, what the current issue is. We'll start
I'm
with
breaking
Duncan.
up with Hank.
Oh, no. Oh,
What?
oh,
We have
alright.
an order!
Oh, sorry.
We'll come back to that at the end. We can dissect that information. Duncan, you?
Well, I suppose it all begins the day we got arrested due to Flyspick's shitty planning again.
What? What the?
No,
That's not shit.
It's my turn, Flyspick.
You get your turn, Flyspecs. You can make your own comments. But continue, Duncan.
He got all of us caught. It was a bloodbath in the saloon in Tumbleweed. His idea, by the way. And once we get here, my gang falls apart. They all start making their own little tribe gangs here in jail, and we've been so distant and worn that this feels like the first time I've seen them since we've been in here. On top of that, this was supposed to be to help Ruben better himself with his multiple people identity crisis. But he didn't even show up. My gang is falling apart. And it's mostly Hank's fault.
Alright, well, we can come to the main topic of Hank towards the end. Dee Dee?
Oh, we're going. Okay. Somebody wants to kill me, apparently. I keep fighting with Floyd. I got abused by a guard yesterday. Duncan stings.
I don't
Hank
think that's not
smells
something.
So
to
fucking bad.
No, this is not something that's therapy necessary. We are in
I
a bad
think it is.
situation.
I think we're all suffering mentally from your fucking smell. That's the God's honest truth. It's
Well,
not
you know what,
helping.
your point's taken. Your point is taken. Or we'll get to it if it matters. I don't think he will.
Thank you, Duncan, but like I said, we'll come back to that point. Now,
And
what?
the last thing is that I think Precious has a gambling addiction. And I think it's gonna deplete all of our funds. The gang funds, you know.
I used
So
the
I
money
assume-
from that bank robbery and made us triple. All right, that paid
Okay,
for
but when does it
everybody's guns
stop?
there. When does it
Could you
stop?
give us an
I'm
exact
good at
number of the amount of
gambling.
money you got from the bank?
All right, so I think I picked up like 400, but I'd given everybody else the extra stuff. And that's when everybody got split up. As we recall, I'm the one that got away. I sat around Van Hoyen and I doubled, and won 3 times in a row. And all of a sudden I had $1,000 and I gave everybody a share. So
All I'm saying is
That's true. You did do that.
I gave everybody
That's true.
$250, did I not? From my
You
gambling.
did.
you
It's
are-
not
I
an
don't recall
addiction
that.
if you're winning, right? Nah.
Only time I recall doing any job with Precious Cargo, she lost all her money at the table and had to borrow Dee Dee's.
Well, let's not get too much into the whole gambling addiction proposal here. We have Precious Cargo. We still have one last person. Well, actually, 2 more people. Let's continue on with Precious Cargo, since we've heard a lot from her, and we've had a lot of accusations towards her addiction, apparently. What about you, Miss Cargo?
What were
you,
my
you
problems?
mentioned Hank. Yes, your issues at hand.
Hank doesn't, he's broke. He's getting old. I thought that would be a positive, but it turns out he just keeps going. You know, he just keeps going. And to be honest, I mean, he doesn't give me enough attention. And I'm, you know, as they say, the most important. They say, you know, not me. I just, you know, I just go with the flow. But yeah, it's just, you know, I'm thinking of younger guys. I'm thinking of more guys, more girls, like a whole mess. You know, I want to get messy. I want to get messy after I get out of here. As soon as I get out, I'm going to get out there like a cougar, you know. Fuck Hank. We're broken up
All right.
again.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that, Miss Cargo. And I encourage the cougar conversation. All right, last to end, Fleischberg, what is your issues at hand?
Okay. So, first of all, I feel very underappreciated for all the plans I come up with, most of which work.
Colton,
Okay,
Colton,
Coulter, that was your fault. Coulter was your fault.
Colton, was it your
These
damn
plans were-
plan?
It was your
Hey,
fault,
hey,
don't
hey,
it was
hey,
No,
your
it was
fault.
goddamn Fleischberg's shitty plan.
Let's
It was a
let's
good
not.
plan.
Duncan, you've had your time. So, same for you, all of you, even positive or negative reactions. Give Fleischberg his time, please.
Thank you, Orphan. Okay,
You're welcome.
So-
Continue.
so first of all, I don't think I get enough appreciation for all the ideas I come up with. Second of all, Duncan never comes up with ideas, and then all the ideas I do, he wants to do, and then when they go wrong, he just shits on me. And thirdly, Duncan always just seems to blame everyone but himself. No matter what happens, it's always someone else's fault. It's Fleischberg's shitty plan. It's all Hank's fault. Well, I think sometimes it's your fault, you fat asshole.
Never come
What?
up with
Hey.
plans, huh?
Fleischberg, a reminder, please don't insult
Sorry,
anyone
just
during
getting
this
hot.
conversation. I understand.
Now go over and
Get
tell me
on,
who was it who set up all these therapy appointments with you?
I will admit, Duncan was the one who reached out to me first. Fleischberg did help later on.
My damn
But,
plans to help the gang.
Okay.
You know
Okay,
what? I got a new issue. I want to
No,
talk
wait,
about
I'm
how
not-
Fleischberg and Dee Dee have been engaged longer than most couples even exist.
Let me finish, Duncan.
You got cold
He-
feet, Fleischberg?
Duncan,
No.
he's not finished apparently. Let him finish, please.
Okay. Fourth of all,
Yes.
He was finished.
Fleischberg, are you trying to make a point just to show off to Duncan?
no, it's, Dee Dee said that she's always fine with me, but, she fights with me too. It's not my fault.
Well, haven't we already crossed this bridge before, back in, what was it, Limpany?
Yeah, and I don't know why she keeps bringing it up all the time.
Remember, you two do care for each other, and we'll fight.
Oh, Ruben, over here.
Oh, hello, Ruben.
Oh, god damn it, not this shit
You're
again.
just in time for therapy.
Ugh,
Oh, hi, Ruben.
not again.
Hello again, Mr. Good Cooking.
Ah,
Where am I
Dad.
sitting?
You can sit at the other bench, or just behind Fleischberg. Or you can
Couldn't
stand right
scrounge two
You can
benches
take my,
together?
No, we
you can
couldn't-
take my place. I'll just sit on the floor.
there. I get, you know what, age before beauty, they say.
Well, I do appreciate
You're right.
your kind gesture there, Dee Dee. And thank you for turning up, Ruben.
All right, Ruben.
Well, yes, well, everyone else has voiced their current issues at this time. Let's hear it from you, Ruben. What is your current issues right now in your group? Ruben?
Come on, Ruben.
What?
This is a
What?
safe place for you to voice any and all concerns. No one shall interrupt you, and if they are, I will give them the stare of disappointment.
Is anybody saying anything here?
Ruben,
Yeah.
you not hear?
Who?
Orvid.
Orvid!
Where the fuck
Yes.
is Orvid?
You don't see Orvid?
Wait, what?
No.
He's standing right to your right. He's begging you to open up.
I can't
Open
see
yourself up to me, Ruben. Spread wide.
Ruben, go walk out and come back in or something. Rub your eyes in water.
I
Hey,
swear
prepare
I
to be
heard him.
vulnerable.
Yeah, you gotta be ready. I think he's just not ready to be vulnerable.
No, he's not.
Everyone
he's
has their
nice,
own
one way.
paces.
we do have
Yes,
to say he has this kind of weird thing where he's really, really Christian.
Yeah, it's really Christian.
For
Yeah,
like,
But,
well,
but not in a
I-
way that embodies any Christian values, but just forces it on others.
all right, so he's forceful with his spiritual views upon the rest of you. Now, you say you don't think they're Christian values. What values are they exactly? Is there any examples you might have for me?
Well, he's demanded that Flyspeck and Dee Dee name their child a Christian name, despite also being a near murderer.
Still don't see him.
You still don't see him.
Nope.
All right.
Do you see
Orvid,
the
do you
law
want to try
woman?
walking out and back in?
Yeah, I do.
I'll try walking out and walking back in. Please don't
I
start any
see all
riots.
of
We'll
y'all,
send
but I
gone.
don't see no.
I'll be right
work
back.
here.
Snack.
Oh, wait, maybe.
Maybe your blue coat. Wait, you see him now?
Come back.
You just
What?
couldn't see him standing at the table?
Maybe I just stood perfectly still for so long. He's just gonna see me.
It's true. My vision is based on movement.
Good. Right, well, Ruben, let's hear your side of this whole debacle. What are your current issues with the group?
Are you eating?
We don't get food enough here.
I
This is a big
understand.
problem.
This isn't the issue with the I mean, I guess if that's...
Nobody has time to sit down and have a nice meal these days. You know, like we used to.
You're eating right now, Ruben.
Ruben, we can save the eating for later. There will be time
What?
for that. I promise
You
you.
caught me
I
off
promise.
guard.
I apologize. But there will be good time to eat afterwards. I just want to hear your side of any issues.
I mean, that's my main issue at the moment.
Your issue is with the establishment?
No, that we don't get to sit down and enjoy the small moments and eat like we used to.
When was the last time you cooked a meal?
That's
Good
what I'm saying.
cooking.
Ain't nobody got time no more.
I mean, this could also be related to what Duncan's mentioned about how the few of you have broken off into your own cliques. You
What?
haven't got the chance to your own groups. Your
Hold on,
own
I'm gonna
little-
have. Can you give me a recap of what has been said so far?
All that a recount is Duncan is concerned how after the did anyone else hear that?
What the fuck was that?
Oh, hell, it's
Oh,
Doyle.
All right, now
Jesus.
look and behold, cadet.
They haven't asked me to talk, have they?
Oh, or is this the guy Doyle who telegrammed me?
It is.
Oh God.
Howdy.
A good day.
Look at these people. They're being rehabilitated by my own
Okay.
ingenious plan of guards allowing fancy brain folk to touch people.
I don't
Fancy-
physically touch them,
He touches their hearts.
metaphorically.
Is that you, Orvid?
Yes, it is.
Howdy, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
As well as I've got hair since we talked last.
I can see that, and you're looking good. But right now, yes, I'm in a current session here with the 10-ton gang.
They
Okay.
fixed it?
Doyle, this is a moment for healing, not hindering, please.
Yes,
Healing,
right.
Dr. Doyle.
Right now, we're at the point where I've asked each of them their current issues at hand with the group.
So when's the part where I hinder them?
Please, let's not use any weapons or any
Hey.
shows of force here.
Oh,
We don't want to
weapons. All
yes,
right.
we don't want
I
to
get this.
escalate. We want to de-escalate.
What?
We want to de-escalate the situation.
You know, all right. I don't understand this. I'm gonna let you do your thing for a second.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Doyle.
Good
I'm
to see
bringing
you.
you another two prisoners for your de-escalation test.
After that, yes, after this. All right, but like I was saying, right, I was going to keep you up to date, Ruben.
Okay, what has anybody else said?
All right, well, Duncan blames Flyspeck for certain issues, thinking that his plans were terrible, and it is reason
do
why
I.
you're all in. All right.
Oi!
Well, we've reached a consensus on the matter.
No, we're not finished yet. They believe, Ruben, apparently there is an issue where you suffer a multiple identity crisis of some sort.
I don't have an identity crisis.
You don't have an
Well-
identity.
I don't have an identity crisis.
Not having an identity can be a crisis, but
I
we'll
do
come
have
to
an
that
identity.
later. What is it then?
I'm a chocoholic.
All right.
God damn it, Ruben. You're not a chugaholic. You haven't had a single piece.
Alright, well, let's come to that later. Also, apparently some people want to kill Dee Dee after being telegrammed anonymously. Apparently there has been some guard abuse around this place.
Somewhat.
Guard abuse.
Okay.
There is also the matter that some people like to believe that Precious Cargo here has an addiction to gambling.
I don't believe that.
Ridiculous.
Alright,
know my
still,
lines.
let's not dismiss any ideas at first.
I know my line.
We also have the matter that a Precious Cargo wants to break up with Hank due to the fact that he is becoming too old for her
With
and not
them.
rich enough.
He's very poor.
That is true, actually. There's got to be a correlation between age and wealth.
You never know. And now, let's see, Flyspeck over here feels like he's underappreciated for some of the plans he's made and the effort he puts into the group.
That's the most ridiculous claim yet. Flyspeck is appreciated as much as he is of value to a...
Again, there's a correlation between appreciation and value.
Stop it.
Alright, let's not cause any issues here. Want to make sure this goes by amicably. Now, I want to touch on what Ruben mentioned earlier, how you haven't all had a chance to sit down that often, have a meal together, be the group that you were before Sister. I want to ask, you mentioned, Duncan's mentioned as well, you've all broken off into groups. Might I
That's
ask,
right.
who are the more, what groups do we have here then? Who has split off with whom?
When we came into Sissica, we split up into two gangs. Duncan and I were the 1-ton gang in here. Dee Dee and Flyspeck over there, they're the 100-gram gang.
That's kind of funny.
And where do
Actually,
I fit in
very-
that, Ruben?
I don't know, I
yes,
haven't talked to-
You already discounted Precious's involvement.
I
have-
insist, you know.
Daddy-
I insist.
I couldn't remember where you fit in.
No.
I couldn't
Well,
remember.
I'm gonna fit this
Well-
face in your fucking face in a second. All right? If you
Let's-
don't
let's-
fucking start respecting me.
Wait, you're gonna fit your face in my face?
No, my fist in your face.
I see.
Let's not escalate to any violence. Let's settle this with words first. Miss Cargo, where do you think in this whole situation you fit in? Which group were you more often with? Or did you float between the two of them?
I don't see Daddy Duncan very often. And neither do I see good cooking. I'm hanging out mostly with Dee Dee and Fly.
Hmm? She does.
So that's 100 grams and 10.
If do you feel good hanging around with Dee Dee and Flyspeck? Do you wish you had more chances to be around Duncan and Ruben?
I would like to know Duncan and Ruben better. I like the people in this gang.
Good. Ruben, Duncan, would you like to know Precious Cargo better? She's part of your gang. Would you like her to be around you more often?
I think
Alright.
Ruben wants to know her a
Now,
lot
please
better.
join the rest of the criminals over there, Mister.
As a matter of fact, no, I
inmate.
don't. Not in that regard.
All right, inmates. I
Okay.
bring
But
a
I'm
new,
gonna go with
new,
yes.
a new
Bullshit,
person.
you were
who's
trying to
in the
take her
therapy.
straight from Hank.
I don't see a ring or no finger, so how can I take something?
I'm gonna grab the other inmate. I said another
We,
one.
we've already settled the whole discussion the last time about the whole marriage incident. That's settled. You gave your blessing. We've sorted that business. But already it seems like we have a bit of a tie, between Precious Cargo, between the two groups here. We have Duncan and Ruben who do want Precious Cargo, and Precious Cargo wants to see them more often. And Precious Cargo has been hanging around Flyspeck and Dee Dee. How has your time been with Flyspeck and Dee Dee, Precious?
Well, Flyspeck's really easy to get poker money from, so it's been a lot of fun there.
True.
No, but
A
they're good
weak
company.
constitution.
And Chompy's been around with us as well, because Chompy's loyal. Look,
We
we
never
had a
even
good
tried
time.
to make Chompy pick a side.
I gave Dee Dee a friendship ring, and for once I meant it.
Well, that is very sweet of you, my dear. And I'm sure Dee Dee appreciates it.
Yeah, I gave her my last cigarette as a friendship cigarette.
Oh, now that is sweet.
And also, she taught me to gamble.
Well, that's
We
certainly
had
useful
fun.
I bet that's useful in certain regards. Now, Duncan, Ruben, you might have split off into two different groups. But you've come to realize if Precious Cargo wants to see the two of you, and she enjoys the company of both Flyspeck and Dee Dee, ignore the shooting. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. But as I was saying, I'm sure that it's a good sign that Flyspeck and Dee Dee are good to have around. And Flyspeck and Dee Dee, if Precious Cargo you've kept allowed to hang around you, she wants to see the two of them as well, then there shouldn't be too much of an issue.
I
want to
don't
see.
even see this whole split as an issue.
Wait, how about this?
Mhm.
We can come to an agreement. 2-week agreement. We can do
Interesting.
a 4-10 split.
What do you mean?
4-10
I mean,
split.
10 days with Flashback and Dee Dee and 4 days with us. We get her on the weekends.
Well, what?
What
What
if I
about
only see all of
holidays?
you?
Shit, holidays.
Why don't we just merge into the same gang?
Yeah,
It was you who split us up on the cart right here.
What the hell are you talking about? No, I didn't.
all right, let's
True, you did.
talk. Let's talk about this.
Ow!
Duncan, Ruben, what do you mean that he caused the split up?
With his asinine plan.
Damn right.
There's nothing wrong with the plan, okay?
We all got arrested and tumbleweeded on the cart right here. He was mouthing off and split us up into just two different groups in here. I
No, I did not.
had
I
to
did-
beat his ass the day we got in here and become the king of the yard.
I beat you up.
Nope.
That is
That's
someone.
not how I remember it.
What?
No, Flashback beat him up. Flashback
All right.
won.
Couldn't even beat him up.
Well, let's not do he says, she says, all that business. Now, Duncan, I want to say this. Flyspeck may have made a mistake with the plan, but mistakes do happen. No, mistakes do happen, Flyspeck.
It's the reason we're in here.
Even something you can have the best laid plans, and they can fall flat all of a sudden. There is always an uncontrollable element to everything we plan out. Something we can never predict. And these things sometimes happen. Now,
You were going to get
Usually-
caught with that group of law regardless.
let's,
This is a moment
Oops.
of healing, not hindering, please.
Healing. God damn it.
now, be glad at the end of it all that none of you died or perished on both sides of that conflict.
Yet,
Thank you, Mr. O'Doyle. Now, I want you to understand. Duncan, have you ever made a mistake in your life?
There was this one day I was in Rhodes with my protege Carl Westwood Jr. What Flashback? What?
Let's hear him out, Flyspeck.
Don't
Let's hear him
say it.
out.
Well, I was there in Rhodes with my protege Carl Westwood, and we were tormenting Pop Sullivan when this covered in clay child came up to us, and he was looking to prove himself. My mistake was giving him a damn chance.
What?
Duncan!
Are you serious about that, Duncan?
I also think it was a mistake not to take all of Pointer's belongings when we had him.
Damn
We
right.
got a raw deal that day.
I wasn't even in charge of that. I was
I know.
dealing with Brooks
Could've
and the
got
ransom. That's not my
$400.
fault.
That was Chompy.
Hey. All right. You said your piece, Duncan. I feel like Flyspeck deserves a side on this matter. Preferably verbal. Please keep it verbal, Flyspeck. Try to refrain from insults.
Now I made another mistake. I wasn't done with my mistake. There was a day when Armadillo. We just had the bloodiest shootout I can imagine. I picked Flyspeck up and ran him off to the tents. I should have kept running with him. Goddamn, going back was the worst choice of my life. I got shot and then Carl died. It was terrible.
Well, I'm sorry that there was death at that time. But even so, to dismiss someone so entirely as a mistake, it's not a very polite thing to do. I understand Sisika can be a stressful place for some people. You've been through a lot. You've had some failings in the past some time. Mr. Woburn?
Thank you.
Hey, you put that down. You
No. Thank you so much.
put that down right now. You eat that?
Roman, they're gonna kill you.
God, I haven't had food
Over
today.
stew?
Let's not get any violent
That
here.
was
Let's
nice, deputy. Not for you.
Go- What are you making for me? then?
Eat it. Eat it.
You better not eat it.
Eat it. Eat
Wait.
it.
To me,
Let-
Reuben. You put that down right now.
I can't.
Eat it.
Get back here, you motherfucker!
Oh no! No!
Get him,
No!
Doyle, get him.
Oh no!
Put that in your mouth, make it choke.
No! Don't! Oh!
Oh shit.
Now that was an extreme use of force there.
I felt like it was an adequate use of force.
Why does our therapy always go this way?
Hey, don't worry
Let's
about
try
it. Duncan's a part-time 10-tonner.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're lucky you even got in, Precious. You robbed us today.
Yeah. But I'm one of the best, things you
All right,
got,
overtime with you guys.
Oh,
He's ready for healing.
close enough.
Was it
All
a
right.
good stew, Reuben?
Oh, it was the best I had in weeks, months.
Yeah, I'll be on.
Thank you.
Is that you?
Now,
Yeah, it is. Howdy. Oh, hey, I didn't even recognize you. Holy
This
shit.
is
Who's
the
this?
man that killed the
This man?
horse rather than let me and Dee Dee
Who's
go
man?
get fresh horses because he didn't want to have to walk for any longer than anybody else.
Oh,
He's
you need to
petty.
Do that.
What do you mean?
right, remember,
Oh yeah, we
this
should
is not
bring
a-
up his obsession with killing horses.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
killed like 4 or
It's
5.
not an obsession.
least-
It was
It's
a
an
necessity.
obsession.
I believe you also did shoot my horse in the ass as well, Duncan.
Yeah, he shot your horse, and Brooks did. I'm pretty sure he shot 3 deputies' horses in our shootout too.
Well, there's a few addictive personalities
I'm a fucking
traits of
doctor.
yours, but let us divulge into this whole matter between yourself, Duncan, and Fleisberg.
All right.
Since it seems like the majority of these issues
How's your
stem
throat
from
feel?
the rivalry between the two of you, where Duncan doesn't seem to
Feels both
appreciate
good and bad.
Fleisberg and consistently
Say
belittles
it was
him,
bad from the choke.
and
That's
Fleisberg
right,
is
tell him. Okay, all right.
reacting against those transgressions, and it's causing this a clash of heads.
No, you'll be fine.
All
Now,
right,
Duncan.
fine.
I want to
Flyspeck,
hear.
your plans on all failures. The 4 hostage plan worked.
That was actually Dee Dee's plan.
All right, never mind. All of Flyspeck's plans suck.
Don't
no,
say
no.
that.
He says
no.
he seconds that.
All right, fair enough. Well, I want to hear from either side of you. I want to hear each of you give each other a compliment. Fleisberg, give a compliment to Duncan. And I don't want it to be a backhanded one. I want it to be genuine. You wouldn't have
Thank you
been
for
in this
doing the
gang
job
for
I
so
wanted to
long
do,
if
Nick.
there wasn't something
fine.
positive about Duncan.
I'm waiting.
Now, Duncan, let's not pressure him.
He's a surprisingly nimble guitar player.
That's good.
That's backhanded as can be.
No.
He was calling him sausage fingers earlier about the guitar.
Still,
He has natural body armor with layers of blubber.
Oh, Flyspeck, no one
Reuben
pulls
sounds like
wearing
you,
off
right?
wearing the same outfit forever like you do.
Ah!
Take my hand.
what did I
you go.
say
Come on.
about backhanded compliments? Alright, in this state, we'll come back to the two of you. You two think of some genuine ones.
I
Let's
think
do
I
it
think
from
he
either
should say
side.
something nice
Lady,
about
my
me since he's been saying all the mean stuff to me and I haven't even had a chance to respond to that yet.
They
All
Let's
right.
just see.
Like-
Roman. Don't give up that seat.
Well, before I begin with the next stage, Duncan,
damn right.
is there anything you actually want to compliment the dear Fleischberg about? And like I said, I don't want a backhanded compliment, or I'll be disappointed with you.
Sorry.
It's a tough one.
You're great at keeping a relationship going.
That's good. The two of you have a very strong relationship. Fleischberg, would you have something to say to Duncan?
Look at Ruben.
I admire that he
Yes.
shot Boyd and then saved me.
All right. Well,
And I'm thankful for that.
Then you treat yourself.
well, I'm glad that Duncan did save you, despite what may have happened that day. There's at least a bond between the two of you.
My worst mistake. Not saving Fly. Not saving you,
Am I
Fly.
right to check the post?
Going back and making Carl come after me.
Doyle,
It was my worst plan.
am I right to check the post? All right.
It's okay.
All right.
It's not your fault, he died.
Well, that's good. I want to hear from the rest of the group, since Duncan and Fleischberg seem to be at each other quite often. Miss Cat, I want to hear a compliment you have for both Duncan and Fleischberg.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, fuck, okay.
Well, for Fly, I mean, you know.
You see how hard it is for this game to say a single nice thing about each
that.
other?
I'm just thinking of all the things. Like he's he's
We
a
hate
trustworthy
each other
friend.
That's good. Even the smallest thing, say whatever first comes to mind that isn't backhanded or just an insult.
Yeah, well,
It's
I
really hard
trust
exercise.
Fly.
Well, I'm
Duncan,
glad you trust him.
you know,
You know.
yeah, you,
That's all you needed to
let me in the
know.
gang. I really appreciate that.
That's good. Even the smallest acts can be a great help to someone. Simply being accepted can make us feel great about ourselves. Make us feel a part of something greater.
I think it's Dee Dee's turn to say something nice to Ruben.
Damn right.
Well, actually, you know what? Since we all want to say something positive to each other, Miss Cargo, you have anything positive to say about perhaps Dee Dee or Ruben?
Oh, Dee Dee's great. She's like my best friend.
Good. I see the two of you are very much one of the closest bonds around here.
Yeah.
That's not true.
We thick as thieves. Shut up, Ruben.
Ruben is her father figure.
Right, we
Her
don't want to
distant,
put...
abusive father figure.
Well, let's not put anyone in any really true pedestals. I'm just glad to see that there are some genuine friendships here. What about Ruben, Miss Cargo?
He's a weak man.
That's a compliment?
Well, it makes it easy to manipulate him, and that's what we need sometimes. That's probably why he and Duncan are so good friends. Duncan probably just molds him into what he wants him to be.
Oh, that
That's true.
explains the Christian thing so well.
I did not have anything to do with this Christian thing.
We are a Christian gang.
Since when?
We're
Since
Christian.
always.
Interesting.
Amen.
All right, well, thank you for that input, Miss Cargo. Dee Dee,
Mm,
I want to hear something positive you have for each member sat here right now.
Okay. Well, Dunk's really funny, and I think he knows the best how to tell deputies to fuck off. If anyone can start a shootout, it's Duncan.
Yeah, that's true.
And Rubens, when you're just with him, he's actually really nice, and he sends the sweetest telegrams possible. But also, he's the best at annoying deputies. And he really knows how to be mean to people. But I think it's good. And also, he knows how to cook potatoes good. And Precious is amazing. I've never seen deputies run away from somebody because she holds a knife. As soon as the knives come out, deputies like, "Oh, Precious, stop throwing the knives!" And it's
Pretty
amazing.
funny.
Yeah,
I see. She likes to get her point across. Good.
and she's fun, and she knows how to make money. And Flashback, well, I love Flashback, but he's great, and I think he's the best. And actually, I think his plans are great. It's just that we don't really, sometimes we fail. But
Sometimes we
he's
forget
really
that.
reliable.
Colt is
Sometimes,
surrounded by
yeah.
trees.
Duncan, come on. You didn't ever come up with ideas, and neither does Ruben.
I
No.
came up with ideas before all this.
Well, then,
I've had great ideas when it was just you and I.
Pop Sullivan ruined the day he met us. I tormented him.
well, how about
Still.
you come up with ideas now, huh? And stop blaming Flashback, because he's doing great, okay? And you're just being mean to him for no reason, because he's so easy to make fun of.
But-
Thank you for that,
Good.
Edie.
But
Yeah.
I'm easy to make fun of.
Well, not
Damn right.
really.
Truly.
Damn right.
You're not.
Cretin.
Ruben,
You're not pathetic, Fleisberg. It's simply because they sometimes view youth as an ample opportunity to bully. They think age is sometimes more superior. But it could be an interesting experiment later on if you change perspectives. If Duncan and Ruben had an opportunity to plan their own things out.
The train robbery went just fine.
But like I said, whatever you want to plan, I feel like it could be an interesting exercise to see you two gentlemen step into Flyspec's field. Let you take the reins this time and see how things go out.
I think that's a good idea.
What do the two of you say?
Well, it would be nice to succeed once in a while.
You need some money. We're quite bad.
God forbid we set out to kill someone and only mortally wound them.
Dad!
We do.
Let's not make any mention of questionable topics, especially in a place like this. But remember, if you want to succeed, you don't want to succeed by yourselves, you want to succeed together. So don't make this a competition to see you're better than your other man, but this is a competition to show that how you can make your group better.
Oh,
Having different perspectives, try different sides of their group's activities, could lead different, new perspectives, new ways to challenge yourselves, new solutions.
oh, I think I understand what he means. So if you want to kill somebody, we gotta do it together and think of ways to
And
kill that
creatively,
somebody.
Like
yeah,
throwing them off
instead
a
of-
waterfall.
And then
I-
do
Never plan.
many different things
Hey,
instead of trying separately to kill somebody.
I
We
well,
can start with that Sava guy.
Yeah,
But I meant
That's a good idea.
metaphorically. It doesn't have to be related to killing someone. It just has to be
you
related
know, Slava
to
threatened to kill me. That crazy bastard. He's still sore about it. He really thought he stood a chance with me.
yeah.
We could do Slava as like our exercise and working together to kill someone.
That's a great idea.
Remember the establishment you're discussing this in and who sat on the table across from you?
It's a moment of healing, not hindering. They won't remember any of this.
That's right. Besides, there's confidentiality here, Doctor.
Well, as much as I would like to try and pursue that, I don't think the law would respect it as much as I do.
The law of respectful people, all right? They would never use what's said during a private, intimate meeting
This
like
is a
this.
hypothetical. That's a word.
Yes, hypothetical.
I
But
know I would
regardless,
never do that.
Thank you,
Metaphorical.
Dora.
well, I'm glad that you all seem to be banded on this topic, that you want to work together. And if you want
Yes,
to work
to kill
together,
Lava, that's right.
Murder him.
hypothetically, still, having a lot of you work together means that you shouldn't be
Oh
two,
my god, I'm gonna
two
get
gangs.
out way before you guys. What if he comes after me?
You, Miss Cargo, I've known you long enough. You'll probably do more damage to that person than he would to you.
Wait, hold on. When are you getting out?
Tomorrow.
Same.
Oh, they're being
Okay.
released again.
Yeah, you can keep me nice and safe.
Safer than Hank ever did.
Damn right.
Well, all right. So if you're going to work together, wouldn't it be easier to work together as one singular gang, rather than two split-off gangs who might get confusing and all that sort of business?
I think
mean,
I get what you're saying, Dardo. I mean, you're saying in order to do better crime and better hurt people, we have to stick together. Thank you, Dr. Orvid. I think we will stick together.
That makes sense.
We'll do it as a family.
We'll kill these people as family, Dr. Orvid. We wouldn't have came to this without you.
10 tons of trouble.
All
Together.
right. I'm glad you seem banded together on this situation. Whilst I don't promote murder or any sort of malicious activities, I want to make sure I prevent you from infighting.
Big sigh.
And I hope that you
He has
put
to
your
write up a
efforts
bunch of
together as a
reports.
family towards something a little bit more positive. The only times you should ever have to fight against someone is to defend yourself from trouble.
Unless you're here.
Now,
Oh,
now that we're a semi-bonded group,
Well, what are you then? The 1-ton gang or the 110
We're
grams
Christian
gang?
family.
Oh.
What?
That's the thing you mentioned
well,
earlier.
you heard it, guys.
I-
We're the
That's the
110 grand game.
No, I tried to mix that one up.
We're the
Never mind.
110 grams gang.
No, well, I did screw that one up a little bit. But who are you? Are you the 10-ton gang or aren't you?
We are.
How did...
You
All
are?
right.
Yeah,
Oh,
we are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Good. You seem fixated on that. I'm glad to hear that. Now, that main issue of the split of group seems to be settled. You're all going to work together to hopefully not cause murder and mayhem. I hope to God.
And I will come up with more plans so that it's not all on Flashback and Dee Dee's capable shoulders, but mostly Flashback's incapable
I want to do
shoulders.
that train job.
Competent.
Well, it's good to share the burden with each other and to
Right in
offer
front of
our
the
own
dollar.
insights into how to do things. Alright, so that's settled. Let's look at a few more of these specific issues at hand then. Now, you've brought mention about Ruben here. And Mr. Ruben, they brought mention, as I mentioned before, this multiple personality issue you seem to have. Might I ask, what
I
makes
don't
you
know what you're
think that
talking
it...
about.
I was about to say, what makes you think the rest of your group might have this inclination?
I couldn't. I don't know. Why don't we take a round turn here and everybody say something?
All right, well,
Good cooking, good looking, chocoholic, Christian Reuben gang farmer. The moment we're all in jail, not a farmer. Darkest Reuben timeline. Now he's a hardened man in Wyoming, cattle ranching Reuben, taking care of Carl's wife. Reuben comes back now, not a hardened criminal anymore. Reuben,
We're forgetting the one time I went gold panning.
gold panning Reuben.
I'm actually impressed you know all of that, Duncan.
It is burned into my goddamn brain how many times I have to deal with this man.
All right, Edie, your view on this?
I just need a moment, please. I'll get someone else speak.
She's crying.
Oh,
This
of
is her
course.
dad that has the problem. It's brutal to her.
Oh, I'm sure it's devastating. A Flyspec, how about you in this time?
I'm just mostly concerned with the deeply Christian Reuben. He's militantly Christian, but also a murderer.
Well, there have been a lot of people who has proclaimed themselves as Christians and done a lot of murders. After all, we've had the Crusades.
Moses
did
had
try
to
to do a
murder a lot of
crusade.
people.
I just want to say, putting as a guide, Reuben Roberts did attack several people of several different religions and failed really bad in the cells earlier today.
Reuben,
It's coincidental. I gotta build up my cred in here. God forbid
Okay.
you attack them and they're sleeping in their cells.
in their sleep, Reuben.
And he still failed.
Dr. Whiffen,
God forbid my Christian roots
Yes.
forbade
did
me
you
to
bring
kill
any
them.
pelts? I need my
Bring what?
pelts. Next time you come here, bring animal pelts.
I'll try,
I
thank
need
you,
the
I'll try.
pelts for making hats.
Okay. All
He
right,
was
well,
screaming, convert, while they were kicking him in the corner.
I want to talk about how Reuben was at gunpoint insisting that Fleisbeck name his son, if he has one, Matthew, despite the history with that
Christian
name. You know, the history with that name,
What
Reuben.
history?
You're so insensitive.
I mean,
What
I
is
don't
it?
like
What
the
are you
name
talking about?
I don't like the name Matthew. Okay.
It's a Christian name.
That
It's
was the boy in
perfectly good.
Gorma. That was the boy in Gorma.
Who's
It wasn't-
Matthew?
Shut up.
we all right. It
Listen,
obviously makes a lot of them
listening.
uncomfortable.
we've come
do-
to a decision, okay? We've come to a decision in Sisika that the first child will be called Timothy.
That's
What if it's
not
a
a
woman?
Christian name.
It is a Christian name. It
But what if
actually
it's a
means
girl?
Timothy.
All right, well, that's progressive.
I demand that his middle name be Jacob.
No, it's actually Bones.
Timothy
Timothy Bones?
So wait, his name would be,
This is not
their
Christian.
name would be Timothy Bones.
That ain't Christian.
Mudgy the third.
Mil-
There's a
Miller.
story with this, okay?
Fleisbeck.
It's an interesting name. I like it. Like you say, it's progressive. I don't think you should have a bone to pick with this name. It's nice.
No, man, you
I would
awful
definitely bully a
bastard.
kid named Timothy Bones. I would beat that kid up. On the
Listen,
principle.
we
And I guess sticks and stones truly do break some bones.
Can we get to one that's been bugging me now?
But go on, Duncan.
Fleisbeck's cold feet. He's kept this engagement going. It's all been on him just to put down a damn date.
Let's have a
and
prison
handle
wedding.
it.
Who can officiate?
I want an outside wedding. I want like a nice wedding, kind of where we. I want to have a few friends over.
Fleisbeck, why are you dragging your feet?
Hey, I would.
you scared?
Bone.
No,
You scared, Flashback?
I would get married
Not
right now, okay?
matchmaking.
But she wants to do the whole big thing, okay? And God forbid I get arrested for multiple attempted murders and get locked away in Sisika for months on end.
We'll get married when we're out with a good date.
Well, Duncan, you have to remember they are still young adults with a lot ahead of them. We shouldn't pressure them, since pressuring people in a relationship can only lead to further stress and issues.
Well,
best
you're
thing you
on
can
like 2 honeymoons.
Well, the best thing they can do is continue to be as happy as they can be, wait till a comfortable time when they're in a more stable environment, and then they get married however they wish, be it a small wedding or a big wedding. We shouldn't judge people. It doesn't adversely affect you. This is their own lives we're talking about. We shouldn't control it. We should only help support it.
Can't boat captains officiate wedding?
Supposedly.
Yeah, why don't we
we've-
do it during the ferry job?
Well, that's a good idea.
I can't believe
What did
Didi
you
was
say?
trying for a matchmaking service. Oh, what?
What?
Oh yeah, by the way, somebody signed me up for a matchmaking service, and now they're gossiping about me. I have a problem with gossipers.
You know what I
Right.
just...
It's part of the doing something else.
I just realized it's not June is murderer, it's Junie's murderer. Goddamn, I'm stupid.
I thought you were joking.
No, I'm just an imbecile, that's all.
Okay, yeah, that explains
There
it.
was no apostrophe.
I know.
I thought I was saying June is a murderer, like your sister killed someone and now they're back together.
God forbid your murderer is literate.
God forbid your revenge vigilante having some common sense.
Alright, I think we're diverting a little bit here from the topic of being
Alright, I'm sorry.
Fleischberg
But
and Dee Dee's wedding. Now, Duncan, you do understand that we shouldn't pressure people. Are you really that bothered by the fact of how long it might be taking them?
I'm just worried that Fleischbeck will let this slip through his grasp. He has a good thing right now, but he hasn't even made efforts to try and steal that suit or dress.
As soon as we're out, we'll go rob the tailors in Saint Denis.
Thank you. That's a day. There we go. We have it. We'll rob the tailor in Saint Denis.
Well, good. I guess that's something you can agree upon. Definitely progress towards the wedding. Try not to get shot or anything during the whole debacle, please. Alright, so that's the wedding issue. We still need to talk about the whole militant Christian issue.
God damn it! It's nothing to talk about there.
I have a point to make.
Oh, please go on.
Yeah, he's telling us that we have to name our children Christian names, all that kind of Christian stuff, and then he goes ahead to some devil lady and fondles her all over Tenton Rock in a non-Christian way.
That was premarital fondling.
It was.
Is this true, Ruben?
Devil
God
lady.
forbid you get seduced by the devil.
I forgot to mention this other Reuben now in the multiple Reuben arc. There is this devil servant Reuben.
Devil servant Reuben.
This is interesting. Thank you for bringing mention of this. Now, Ruben, you might understand how some people may view it as hypocritical of you to challenge Fleischberg and Didi to name their child a Christian name after you've displayed not so Christian values. You may understand why they may be apprehensive to follow your request.
I repent my sins every day.
How do you repent?
Petrification of the flesh.
Petrification. Reuben, I don't think you mean you petrify yourself. I don't think you turn to stone.
I can't believe what it means.
You can't believe what it means.
I can't. No, I'm being delirious right now.
You're being delirious.
Let me guess.
Hold on.
You prayed
this
between
new
those
Reuben?
ladies' legs.
I think this is the personalities breaking apart.
I can't remember what it's called.
A purification?
Purification of the flesh. Let's go with that.
By fire.
By
Self-flagellation?
whip.
Self-flagellation.
There you go.
Now, that is something I definitely shouldn't promote. I don't believe that inflicting pain upon oneself is any solution to your issues. The best way to handle issues you've caused is to talk to the parties affected and try to come to a
Ruben.
resolution.
But
Simply
yeah.
whipping yourself as though that is enough anointment for your sins simply isn't enough. Frankly, it can be seen as selfish.
It isn't
Since-
enough.
No,
I
you
gotta
need
go
to
up
talk.
above and beyond.
You simply just need to talk to the affected parties, make apologies, see how you can change yourself for the better.
There's a lot of parties and. Orvin, reach out to me real quick.
I don't think anyone's asking you to go above and beyond. We're just asking you to not be in the fucking dirt, Reuben.
They should clarify my situation for you.
All right.
Did you hand him the letter from her?
Yes.
Do you want me to speak this out
please.
aloud?
Please, Reuben. Please, Orvin. Please read it.
Guess who? From Uwu44.
No, that's me.
Ruben. Hola. The first things first. Donde Esther? Where have
I
you
don't
been?
speak Spanish.
I can't believe you left me alone with a ranch and 3 crazy children and expect me to just wait at home while you are out
Oh,
doing
Lola.
whatever. I hope you are not thinking of finding other women and starting a new life. Anyways, I did not hear from you for a long time,
Oh my god.
so I decided to see what you were up to. The last message you sent was months ago, and I was really worried you might have died. Amor, it is dangerous out here. You cannot have me worrying like this about you. I miss you, my heart longs for you, and I miss our long nights under the stars. I am here to bring you home so we can finally marry and live out the dreams we have talked about many times before. I love you, mi amor. Even distance does not change that.
Oh,
Your
wow.
Lola.
Jesus Christ, I didn't think it was that bad.
My God, she's a delusional stalker.
I'm telling
Interesting.
you, the devil woman herself.
The devil.
Well, so this is the Lola. This is the devil woman.
Damn right.
And how does she make you feel?
Like a little kid at a candy store.
Like burning our great spot of Twin Rocks so we have to live in the fucking fork. You made that place gross to us now. We can't ever go back there.
But she makes you happy, Ruben.
I'm a weak man.
Simply liking someone is not a weakness. It's a common trait among all people that we who have romantic feelings or physical feelings towards another. It's not sinful. It's not a bad thing. Depending on where you do certain activities. It's simply a fact of life. Now, depending on whether you are truly a militant Christian and if she truly is a devil woman, it should be a matter of faith. It should be a matter of your own personal happiness.
I put my faith before my happiness.
No, you don't. You lying sack of shit.
Never lied in my life before.
You actively tried to take a woman who was with another person. You don't put your faith before shit. You covered everything, you bastard.
Remember, Duncan, let's not cause too many insults here. We're here to de-escalate, not escalate. But you may understand, Ruben, that there may be certain things you've said that may not be seen as truly Christian values.
I mean, it says in the Bible, do not covet thy neighbor's wife. I haven't coveted my neighbor's wife. I don't have a neighbor.
I think it's a generalization of a friend's wife or something like that. But even still, this Lola, could you tell me more about her? Is she already engaged with someone? Is she with someone else?
Going back to the post to get my transfer ready. All right.
No, she's waiting in Armadillo for me.
And it seems she does have some effect upon you. Is that not true, Ruben?
I'm gonna go with no. I didn't get the
That's
question.
an obvious lie. That's an obvious lie.
Go ahead, just say your padded line at this point. I'm a weak man.
I'm not gonna say it.
I'm
Well, I
honestly
can't-
surprised the deputies just haven't got your telegram and had female deputies flirt with you. You would break in an instant. You would go meet them wherever.
I would never.
You would go meet with them out in the woods thinking it's a romantic singular getaway.
I might want to
What if it
remind
might
you,
be?
when we
What
were
if it might
hiding,
be?
you wanted to marry Eleanor, who is a deputy, and because of it, you made me go on a secret on a date in disguise with Pop, which was the worst date I've ever been on in my entire life.
He stepped on your face, Dee Dee.
They looked like you guys were cannibals. Pretty sure you guys were cannibals.
We're
What
not
about the
cannibals.
second part of the date that went to the Bastille?
During that date,
Interesting.
he told me about burning bodies and how Hank probably ladled shit out of the outhouse to put it in bread.
Well, that really does sound like a shitty date.
Pop always had a way with words.
Really?
No.
I was about to
Sarcastic.
say.
Didi,
I
we
know.
thought that date was because you wanted to date Pop.
No, it was because Ruben made me. We wanted to swindle money out of deputies.
Which we did.
Yeah, we did.
Well,
How's there?
interesting.
Is there
But
anything
it's-
you can do for him, Doctor? This "I'm a weak man" excuse needs to be fucking put in the ground. He needs to stop bettering himself.
It does seem like Duncan is trying to hide behind his religious viewpoints and
You
such
mean
to
Ruben?
No,
No,
Duncan is trying to hide
I too am hiding behind my religious viewpoint.
No, sorry, I meant Ruben, sorry. Ruben
God
is
damn it,
hiding
everybody
behind...
gets confused all the time. I don't get it.
Not an insult to you, sorry, it's just a lot I'm handling right now. But
No,
still,
it's not just you. Everybody confuses Duncan and I.
and even so, it's just a mere slip of the tongue for me. You don't even look that close together.
That's what I'm saying.
But you shouldn't feel too bad about it. People get mistaken all the time. I once got mistaken for a dick doctor.
I beg your pardon?
What?
There was a gentleman by the name of Klaus, and he and I, we used to get confused for a few times. Funny times, good sort. But I understand the sentiment. You don't want to get mistaken, and it can be confusing. But still, want to return to the topic of hand before I digress. Ruben,
Sorry, what's the topic?
the topic is, Ruben, how you shouldn't hide your feelings behind your apparent faith. Bottling up your feelings is never good. You need to be open. It's fine to be vulnerable sometimes. And if this Lola truly makes you happy, I hope in some time you will break down the walls of your lies and free yourself to someone who does show genuine care. I mean, you see how it affects Fleischbeck and Didi. You see how happy they are. They two truly love each other. It's not
I
wrong
love
to
her
want to
so
feel like,
much.
I love you.
I'm in the
too.
camp that believes it's all a delusion.
well, if love is truly delusion, then life itself would be meaningless for many people. And if it is delusional, well, I would have a lot more patience ahead of me.
Ruben,
Yeah, what up?
do you love me?
Yes, I do.
There we go.
Oh. Be it familiar or romantic love, it always matters. And it is one of the best things we can cherish in our lives. I hope you do realize that at some point, Ruben. You may not get the same opportunity twice. So savor it.
So what are you saying? Give it to me in layman's terms.
So stupid.
If this woman makes you truly happy, pursue her.
I don't need to pursue her. She's the one pursuing me.
Well, have her pursue you then.
Doctor,
Yes.
can we talk about how Ruben's hatred of Fleischbeck and Didi's relationship isn't that he thinks that Fleischbeck isn't good enough for his daughter, but that someone might matter more than him to his daughter? It's all about him, all right? He's a selfish prick, all right? It ain't about Fleischbeck, it's about him.
Well, I can see some of your point there, Duncan. After all, Ruben has made mention of how he wants to push his own agenda onto the two couple, even their own child who hasn't even been conceived yet.
All I'm asking is just a Christian name. It can't be that hard.
All you're asking is to be valued to her more than him. You want to be above him. You have this strange obsession with being the number two to everyone. But you can't have it all, Ruben. You can't have it all.
No, you can't, Ruben. Now, I understand you want to, have still some control in Didi's life, but she won't always be there for you, and you won't always be there for her. You need to give her a chance to grow. I cannot lie in these situations, because if I lied, I would be very bad at my job. I have to be honest. And in my honest opinion, I feel like you should give Fleischbeck and Didi the time to grow into adults, and not to coddle her. You can still be a part of her life and be a part of their child if they so wish to conceive one. And I'm sure you will make a good grandfather if you are diligent.
Grandfather! Jesus. Christ, you make me sound old as hell now.
Well, you always do keep mentioning about how you want their child to be named after a Christian name.
It's goddamn right. It's only right, you know.
Were you viewing yourself as the father in this, Reuben?
No, I just didn't realize how old I sounded.
You were viewing yourself as some sort of father figure to this unborn, non-existent child, Reuben.
And that's the point, Ruben. You are getting old. We're all getting older. Like I said, you could be a grandfather at some point. You have to accept that fact of life. The older we get, we just can't do the same things with our loved ones as we could before. Sometimes instead of supporting them, they have to support us. It's fine to give them the control. Because if we give them the control, then they know how to help support us in the future.
You hear that, Reuben?
I hear it.
And we're not against you, Reuben. We'll help you get there. Hey, how about we... No, we can't let you take the reins on Slava, but maybe the ferry job. You can take the reins.
No, I'll come up with my own plan.
That's good, that's good. All right. Now,
I've
can
had
we
good
move on?
plans in the past.
Can we move on to the chocoholic here?
God damn it, is
Dee
this
Dee.
just me?
No, it's Dee Dee. The
Oh?
real chocoholic.
What do you mean?
She's willing to
Oi.
start wars over chocolate.
I am.
All right.
That is
That-
true.
that's-
That is true.
I'm curious. Go on, Dee.
Oh man,
This is a
helping
very
with an
healthy-
attempted murder. I think.
Thing that happens, okay? You just love chocolate
Kidnapping.
sometimes, and so what if you ask deputies for chocolate while you're on the
Some other
shelves?
stuff.
It's normal, okay? It makes me feel good.
One of our hate list is based on someone not giving you chocolate.
Yeah, cause he was really mean, okay? He was really mean, and he I asked for chocolate, and he was like, yeah, okay, I'll get chocolate, and then he ate it in front of me.
You
Get it
turn
in
into a
front of
rabid
me.
animal in the cells. You start running on the walls and scratching around if you don't get the damn chocolate.
I need my chocolate.
You see, Dr. Orban, she's convinced herself it's a necessity.
She's
Yeah.
probably
Listen,
been
this
just
is-
waiting to harass this deputy and the guard for chocolate. She's probably thinking about doing it right now. She's probably thinking about doing that the whole time.
No, Dee, think about this. If you consume chocolate all the time, then that will just dilute the pure enjoyment of chocolate. And chocolate is a treat we should have on rare occasions that we truly do savor. If we eat it all the time, well then, is it truly the sweet treat we crave?
If you eat food all the time, is it really the thing you crave? You only need food, so it's normal to want to have chocolate. Okay, it's like water. You need water. You need water every day. Okay,
No,
so you need chocolate
delicious.
every
You're
day.
gonna
down.
take the doctor, Dee Dee, please.
Yes, well, with food, we eat a diverse arrangement of food, or we should. It's part of a healthy, balanced diet, and it helps to promote a healthy way of living.
If you keep eating chocolate, you're gonna look like me and Reuben someday.
Look, I mean, I'm thin, okay? I'm thin as a stick, and okay, I can have black chocolate. I can have dark chocolate. I can get white chocolate, and I can get milk chocolate, and I can get pink chocolate. Okay, it's all different kinds of chocolate, and they taste different, and it's different.
Well, let me tell you this, dear. You say right now that you're quite thin, chocolate doesn't affect you, but what about a year from now, 5 years, 10 years? It will take its toll, and you will see it go rapidly.
God damn it, you're gonna become obese, Dee Dee.
Well,
This
you
gang
told me-
doesn't allow obese.
It's a mortal sin.
You told me that your
Wow.
3 children will take after you. Okay, maybe I want to take after you. Okay, maybe I want to be real part of a 10-ton gang. What's so bad about that, huh?
You want to become 346 pounds.
Maybe not that much.
Why is it Grace?
Plastic, what is that face you make?
Nothing. I
Plastic,
would,
you look like how you look when you look at me. What was that disgust?
I'm just saying, officially for the
Aw,
record,
leave
I would love
people
Dee Dee no matter what her size.
Oh my
the
god.
record.
Thank you, Fleisberg.
All right,
This
well then I guess the
guy.
chocoholism isn't a problem. Acting like a rabid animal is probably normal.
No, I would like to say you can still
Pig is
continue to eat
beautiful.
chocolate.
Don't
I'm
listen
not
to
taking
him.
away from you entirely, Dee. But it always helps to have other treats. There is some great sweet meats you can eat if you've ever had.
Asparagus.
Oh, no. Think of it like this. A good source of a protein. A honey glazed ham. Now that's delicious. And it's got the sweetness of honey.
Celery.
What's left on the docket? My horse thing? I think we're out of time. All right. It was a good session, everyone.
I checked out like minutes ago.
Oh,
I've been
well.
disassociating for like a half hour.
We didn't even get to talk about Duncan's therapy addiction.
Well, we'll get to it next time in therapy.
Well, thank you for that. I hope to
Thanks,
make more
Nat.
visits if you wish. We can see each other afterwards. Please do continue to be good. Don't get in too much trouble, and please don't steal these shoes.
My
around here.
headache's coming back, so I might have to go to sleepies and come back at stupid o'clock in the morning when no one's around.
Come on, we gotta go bully some people in the yard.